In the 1970s, psychologist Dr. Geert Hofstede published a decades-long study to identify and understand cultural differences that affect communication. His studies broke down 6 dimensions that distinguish one culture from another. The dimensions are 1. Power distance index, 2. Individualism versus collectivism, 3. Masculinity versus femininity, 4. Uncertainty avoidance index, 5. Long versus short-term orientation, and finally, 6. Indulgence versus restraint. In this video, we will explore the fundamental principles behind each dimension to make sense of our richly diverse cultural world. The Power Distance Index measures the real and perceived levels of equality within cultures. This index measures the willingness of regular citizens to accept or challenge authority. Cultures with a high index have clearly defined hierarchy structures that often remain unchallenged. A lower index indicates a culture where authority is challenged, and most are free to take part in influencing decisions. Countries that have high power distance indexes are Malaysia, Guatemala, and Venezuela. Authoritarian leadership and wealth disparity are 2 indicators that lead to high power distance indexes. Austria, Denmark, and New Zealand are some of the countries on the low end of the index. They are countries that likely value free elections and experience more equitable wealth distribution. Individualism refers to the ability or willingness to integrate into groups. Individualists value independence, and they are expected to look after themselves and their immediate families. Collectivists, on the other hand, belong to groups that look after one another in exchange for unquestioning loyalty. Cultures that are considered predominantly masculine value competition, achievement, and power. Feminine societies, however, are driven to seek out quality lives by taking care of others. The Uncertainty Avoidance Index measures how society deals with a future that cannot be accurately predicted. Of course, this uncertainty leads to anxiety, and different cultures have learned how to handle anxiety in diverse ways. The next cultural value dimension is long-term versus short-term orientation. Long-term orientation cultures emphasize following processes and procedures to accomplish tasks. Goal setting and persistence on achieving success further down the road is more important than finding a quick end result. Short-term orientation cultures, however, focus on efficiency to find a quick solution to problems. Finally, we have indulgent versus restraint. This index measures the relative levels of freedom or restraint a society places on the free expression of the natural human drive for happiness. Indulgent societies value free speech for all but might experience higher crime rates. Restrained societies strive to maintain order and, as a result, experience lower crime rates. How do you fall on the index? Visit the following website to learn more.